It's been a while since the Milwaukee Bucks won a playoff series, 2001 to be exact, when they made the Eastern Conference Finals. Since then, 8 appearances, 8 first-round knockouts. But this year they come in with the NBA's best record, 60-22, 4 of those wins over the team they'll meet in the first round, the Detroit Pistons, led by Blake Griffin, who averaged nearly 25 points a game, a career high. Griffin has been slowed by a sore left knee. His status for Game 1 up in the air until a short time ago. We learned he will not play. We check in live with Jamie Maggio in Milwaukee. Jamie.
Ernie, thank you so much. Yeah, that was the big question mark heading into this series, was the status of Blake Griffin, who's been dealing with that sore left knee. He missed 4 of the final 7 games of the regular season. Coach Quasey letting us know earlier, just a little bit ago, that Blake is going to sit this one out tonight. It's just a matter of inflammation, which is obviously very painful, so they are still treating it as day-to-day. But yes, Blake will miss this one tonight, and that's unfortunate because Blake Griffin is the Pistons' best answer for Giannis Antetokounmpo and the type of MVP caliber season that he's been having. But I'll tell you what, the MVP conversation is something that Giannis is happy to put to bed. He doesn't have to talk about it and take questions anymore. It is the playoffs, and that's what he's focused on.
Really relieved and happy about it. Nice in the past. The regular season is over now. My main focus is the playoffs. And there's no MVP conversation in the playoffs. It's all about the playoffs. So, there was a point that I got tired of asking any question about the MVP because in every given night after the game, the first question they always asked me was about the MVP. And it's a thing that I didn't want to think about it. I just want my game to talk about it. And I'm happy that the playoffs, yeah, I'm excited.
So Giannis excited for the playoffs, but he said he's not feeling any pressure. He said, no one expected us to have the 1 seed. No one expected us to have the best record in the NBA. So we're able to just play and have a little fun. But Coach Budenholzer let me know before the game that last few days they've been having conversations about having an appropriate amount of respect and preparation for this Pistons club. We'll see how it turns out here tonight, Ernie. Back to you guys.
Jamie Maggio reporting live from my hometown, the mean streets of Milwaukee, where the...
We'll be there. Well, you're going to see a lot of it.
You think so? You're calling that already.
I agree with you, Kenny.
That's the Eastern Conference.
You going to take us to your hood, Ernie?
We're going to be Eastern Conference.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely taking it.
Well, we had our first lie of the playoffs.
What was first lie?
Well, Giannis said he's not feeling the pressure. First of all, you are feeling pressure.
Who said that?
Giannis. He says he's not feeling the pressure. Yeah, you're the #1 seed. You haven't won a playoff series in 20 years. You're out under pressure, and you're going to beat the Pistons. But actually, I want to say this, Kenny, I agree with you. We're going to be in the mean streets of Milwaukee.
Oh, no question.
I hope my soul food joints, Perkins, is still open.
You don't
give me some
yeah.
chitlins.
When's the last time you've been to Milwaukee?
Well, last time they had a good team.
Yeah, I haven't been to Milwaukee probably in over
They haven't had a good team in many years.
But there's other reasons you could possibly be there, but those didn't occur.
Well, the only reason you would go to Milwaukee if you're on your way to Green Bay to watch the Packers play.
Okay, all right. I want to see Ernie by the end of the day, or maybe in post game. We got to see how many.
I tell you what,
end of the season.
Ernie, can we go? Can we go to your house?
Without question, you can go to my house.
But knock on the door.
I've been to my house and knocked on the door, and they've said, "Hey, how you doing? Good to see you."
We should go there.
Oh,
we should take dinner over there.
So
yeah,
listen,
I bet they would cook. I bet they would have us over for dinner.
We need no damn kibasas and stuff like that.
So
cook out some bratwurst, some sauerkraut.
That would be
good.
Sauerkraut.
Oh, yeah. I'm writing this down, by the way.
Kibasa's like a sausage. I think it is.
This is what, the 14th. This is the 14th of April. Okay, and that's a guarantee that'll go on the wall.
Oh, that goes on the wall.
From Chuck and Kenny.
Milwaukee's
Bucks to the Eastern Conference Final.
Yes, that's not an issue.
So how do you see this? How do you see this playing out? If you're Detroit now and you have no Blake Griffin, your leading scorer, what do you do against a team that scores 118 and is the highest scoring team in the NBA?
You just have to go out and grind. You just have to play hard. You just have to muck the game up. Stick to whatever your defensive plan is. You're not going to slow Giannis down. He's a different type of creature, but you could probably affect Bledsoe and Middleton, guys like that. Whenever we played a team that had a guy that was a great scorer and everybody else was we say, okay, let him get his. We can't let everybody get up. So they just gotta mess the game up and and you know, do a lot of praying. And, you know, hopefully they can get one game, which is probably not going to happen.
Shaq, you should take a long time to say these boys going to get swept. The Pistons going to get stomped, Ernie.
Hey, man, Ernie asked me a question. I just gave my
How do you avoid taking it for granted? How do you avoid taking it for granted?
Because the best player right now on the best team right now, Giannis, he plays well because he plays hard. His game doesn't dictate being cool. His game doesn't dictate being, you know, perimeter oriented. So when your best player has to bring energy to be the best player, you don't have a problem beating the Pistons.
So, Kenny, if you're a coach, how do you slow this guy down today?
If I'm the Pistons, I don't have the artillery to slow him down if I'm the Pistons. But in general, when you have the artillery to at least slow him down, is you stay home on the wings, but you come off of certain guys in the corners at times, because once he gets into the paint, you need help. But you have to. It's almost like guarding you, honestly, Shaq. When he gets to certain points on the paint, it's too late to double. So those double teams have to come swiftly and quickly. And if they don't, it's already he could score on two guys. And I'm gonna disagree. I'm not gonna worry about Giannis. If I was coaching the Pistons, you're not coming off those wings, right?
So you're Dwayne Casey right now. So So what is your plan tonight?
Giannis gets 60.
Exactly what I said.
The rest of these guys do not leave any of these shooters, because when you're a great player, your job is to draw the double, to get Middleton going, to get Brogdon going, to get Mirotic going. I'm going to let Giannis get his numbers and try to stop the rest of those guys. That's what I would do personally.
And we all know Brogdon in this series.
I'm talking about as far as all those other guys.
But Bledsoe also another threat.
He is, but he's not. But you got to listen. I told you, I think Bledsoe's the key to them getting deep in the playoffs. I think he's their second or third best player, but he's the guy. If he plays well, this team from Milwaukee, they're going to be tough to beat by anybody. But like I say, to answer your original question, I'm going to let Giannis get his and just try to stop everybody else.
Detroit 41-41 on the season.
How they win 41 games?
The number 8 seed, and because they played well after the All-Star break, they were 15-11.
Yeah, but the season started before the All-Star break.
I know they were 15-11 after the All-Star break.
I hate when people say that.
That's how they got in the playoffs, because they played well after.
Well, they're the number 8 seed.
And they take on the 60-win Milwaukee Bucks. Charles Barkley just said kielbasa. It was wild.
Hey, Kevin.
Have you had some kielbasa?
That's like sausage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bratwurst is better when
It's jarring that we're visibly older.
Oh.
Wow.
Hey, listen, hey, man.
Well, welcome back to watching the NBA
Oh,
on TNT. It's jarring that you haven't been watching, but thank you. When we come back, highlights of the 2 Sunday afternoon games, including Thunder and the Blazers in Portland.